Pentecost is like finding a safe place for your car to park in. Only after that, you will be confident to go off. Where else you can find a safe shelter in your life, if not in the shadow of the Holy Spirit?
The Holy Spirit is already with us. So for me, Pentecost is a celebration of this power and strength of the Holy Spirit in us and in those around us.
Pentecost reminded me of that little light or little flame that I received during my baptism. And that little flame or little light is still burning within. That light sometimes can be gone, or I'm not aware that it is there. But at this time, in particular on Pentecost, it's reminded me again that the Lord is still inflaming that light within me.
What always inspires me when I read the Acts chapter 2 on Pentecost is the symbolism, the fire and the wind. And I know on Pentecost the wind was very strong and very powerful, almost as if it was telling these scared men, get up and get out there and do something. But sometimes the Holy Spirit is a very gentle wind. And I remember on a retreat, I was sitting in the garden, just listening to the gentle wind going through the trees. And for me, that was the Holy Spirit speaking to me, and I found it a very uplifting experience.
For me, Pentecost is something that taking place in my life every day. It is not the feast once a year. When I recognize my failures, my shortcomings, and when I'm aware of my own mistakes, it is a Pentecost for me. When I'm afraid of something and I do not want to do or go ahead in life, this Pentecost takes place and I have the courage to go ahead.
The day of Pentecost came, and they were all together in the room when a very fierce wind came into the room. But when that fierce wind came into the room, they were not afraid. They saw tongues of fire, and they were filled with the Holy Spirit and became very different to what they were. For my life now, I would like to have the gift of being very kind, that I will meet people, that I will help them to come closer to God, and in doing so, come closer to God myself.
It is after joining our congregation, I understood the meaning of Pentecost, because otherwise I thought Christmas and Easter are the main feast day in the church. Pentecost highlights the significance of the name of our congregations, Missionary Servants of the Holy Spirit. So it's become my favorite feast day all year long and something that I'm looking forward every year.
For me, the reality of the church is Pentecost. It's the Holy Spirit is alive, gives life to the church and to us. I don't think we could do anything good without the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit that teaches us, accompanies us, and unites us.
Pentecost is the day which is, I feel that is very important and meaningful to me. As a missionary sisters, I am following Jesus through this congregation, and it is inspired by the Holy Spirit and brought me to the convent, which when I was young I didn't know. I haven't got contact with the sisters, but the time came that the Holy Spirit brought me to the Holy Spirit convent to join the sisters through this congregation. And I am grateful and very proud to be a missionary sister, servants of the Holy Spirit.
So what is Pentecost for me? I think it's life. Nature speaks to me much more. Colors, light, life, that will be a symbol of the Pentecost, you know, and the life and the free gifts. And I'm happy that we as SSpS Sisters, we start our day with the Veni Creator, reminding us, you know, who we are and how grateful we are for having the gifts.
The Spirit of God is always in the church and in the hearts of every Christian. The Holy Spirit is the soul of the church, and for us, Holy Spirit Sisters is our soul. He gives us life. He is the principal agent of mission. He is the soul of our congregation.
Before ascending into heaven, Jesus said to his disciples, "I will never leave you alone." For me, the celebration of Pentecost is a reaffirmation and renewal of that promise that I am never alone. The Holy Spirit is always with me, even in the darkest of moments, in the loneliest of days, whether I am aware or not, He is with me.